April 30th, 2021. Nadeem Naik, Straight Talk, United Kashmir. It is painful to be here every Friday since March of 2019. It gives me no joy. It is very painful. I keep thinking of the Kashmiri nation held under siege by the Indian government since 1947. It's a sad tale. Usurping of people's right, caging them, raping the women, kidnapping the children, and killing old people. United Nations, I don't know why it exists. It is a slap on humanity. How painful it is for my Kashmiri nation held under siege. 1 million plus troops in there. Who cares? Well, the peace activists like me, they care. We'll continue to strive. We continue to make efforts. And we will liberate the nation of Kashmir. Should India exist as a country? Not how, if you watch right now what is happening with COVID-19 over there, how badly mismanaged that country is. And then you take into account the Kashmiri nation, which they have usurped their rights. A country with such attitude and incompetence should not exist. It's time to call that shot, that this country has to liberate Kashmir. As much as I wish the Indian people the best of health and for their life, but it is pathetic what is going on in India. And it is worse, more worse than for my Kashmiri nation. As usual, I'm here in front of the Indian consulate, holding I'll keep calm when my Kashmir is free. Free Kashmir now, free Kashmir. And then of course, India stop genocide, free Kashmir, and hashtag free Kashmir. The struggle I represent is just a synopsis, but the bigger picture with what is happening with the Kashmiri nation. As you can see this Indian consulate here, and I call this tombstone because that's the nature of this Indian consulate here. They represent the despicable government of Prime Minister Modi, and it is hurtful. The bigoted Indians, they may come here and will not advocate, but we will struggle. Here, get out of Kashmir! Get out of Kashmir! Take your 1 million troops out of Kashmir! Take your 1 million troops out of Kashmir! Get out of Kashmir now! Get out of Kashmir now! Stop raping the women and children! Stop kidnapping the kids! Stop the harassment! Stop the genocide! Take your 1 million troops out! Take your 1 million troops out! A country, a false country, a fake democracy they call it. Shameful Indians, they are caging the Kashmiri nation. Why there are 1 million troops in there? Get out of Kashmir! Get out of Kashmir now! Get out of Kashmir! This cannot continue. United Nations resolutions. How did India got free? How did India got its independence? Now my Kashmiri nation is asking the same. Get out of Kashmir. Stop raping the women and children. Stop raping the women and children. Get out of Kashmir. Take your 1 million troops out. Take your 1 million troops out. Indian government should be prosecuted. Indian government should be prosecuted in the International Court of Justice. Violation of human rights documented by United Nations, America, European nations. All those countries are documenting the illegality, the usurping, the caging, the holocaust of the Indian government of the Kashmiri nation. Get out of Kashmir now. Get out of Kashmir now. Take your 1 million troops out. Stop the hatred. Stop the hatred. Why is India caging my Kashmiri nation? Kashmir has to come free. Kashmir has to be free. If Indians got their independence, why can't the Kashmiris get the nation? Don't push the Kashmiris. Don't push the Kashmiris. Take your million troops out. Be ashamed of your acts. Be ashamed of your acts. Stop the brutality. Stop the curfews. Stop the Holocaust. Stop raping the women. Get out of Kashmir. Become decent human beings. What kind of religion teaches to cage the Kashmiri nation? What is Kashmir doing for themselves? They want independence. They have the right, the birthright. Get out of Kashmir. Be ashamed of your acts, of atrocities you are committing. The Indian government reprehensible behavior has to be taken to the International Court of Justice. Get out of Kashmir. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Get out of Kashmir. Let Kashmir nation be free. Let this be documented in the history. The chronicles of history are being documented. Every Friday since March of 2019, I'm here to bring to the light to the world, become decent human beings. Become decent human beings. Stop the fake democracy. Get out of Kashmir. Get out of Kashmir. Get out of Kashmir. Get out of Kashmir. I come here every Friday to make this point here again, that how my Kashmiri nation has been held under siege. It is despicable act of the Indian government that they face. Freedom will ring and freedom will come. Freedom is coming to my Kashmiri nation. My brothers and sisters, I'll keep on protesting. I'll let the world know that this cannot continue. This is sad that my Kashmiri nation has to suffer like this. We have to continue to protest. We need to continue to bring to people's attention. Spread this message of peace and love. As a peace activist, I bring to you so that the world can see that the struggle of my Kashmiri nation is what I do here is nothing. It's pale to the comparison, the suffering they go through. My brothers and sisters, this building is a representation of the ugly government of Prime Minister Modi. This is, let the whole world know that this Consulate General of India is not to be allowed to be here in America. In America, we have values, we have decency, we have democracy, we appreciate each other, we know how to coexist, we live together, and now it is a challenge I make every time when I come here. So my brothers and sisters and peace activists all over the world, spread this message of peace and love, because I'll keep coming as long as I live. And one day, I'll find enough people to surround and bring justice to my Kashmiri nation.